There is no one else in creation like you. There's nobody like you. And what you've come to do and what you have to offer is like no other.
Balance and Bliss, where she promotes balanced diets and food as medicine. Can you tell us a bit about that journey for you?
Yeah, so hello everybody. My name is Shahida. I know that's a mouthful, so you can just call me Chef Shah if that makes it easier. So my journey has been a little bit all over the place. I moved here about 10 years ago. I'm from Louisiana, so I'm a long way from home. And I started off in tech, and I've been in tech for several years, and it just wasn't fulfilling me. I like the money, it was great, but when you start to think about your quality of life and the things that you really want to do, that wasn't it. And the more I missed home, the more I missed the things I did back home. And when I go home, I'm always in the kitchen. My mom and my aunt have a catering company. And I always was like helping them and making some extra money on the side when I would go home. And now when I go home, it's more so me and my mom trying different recipes. She'll send me things that she's seen on Facebook or Pinterest. And when I come home, we'll try them together. And that's just our way of showing our love to our family. And just, it's always just a good time. It feels like a little family reunion every time I go home. So when I was thinking about what I wanted to do as far as my passion project, and this is what I call it because it fills my spirit, I started thinking about cooking because when I cook for people, it makes me feel good. It makes them feel good. And I started this business last year. I've been cooking for a while, but I started this business last year. And I wanted to really focus on cooking classes and workshops to teach people the fundamentals. And if you have the fundamentals, you can go as far as you want. You can make it your own. And so my specialty right now is I host a supper club for women with hormonal issues, because it's something that's near and dear to my heart. And I know that we can heal ourselves through food. And even though we need healthy food and we want to make sure that we're investing in our health, it's also good to have some fun too. So you can have that balance. So it's a little bit about me.
Amazing. Okay. So would you say that you being in the kitchen with your family, your mom, is that kind of like really what sparked your passion for food, like before getting into the particular like healthy balanced diet that you're in now?
Yeah, I would say that sparked it just being in the kitchen all the time and somebody always asking me to make something. Mm-hmm. A few years ago, I had a housewarming and I prepared a full menu. And people kept coming to me, asking me like, "You did all this?" And I was like, I'm trying to figure out where the shock is coming from because I'm like, yes, I did all this. It's my house. I don't, And so I didn't look at it as a talent until then. I was just like, oh, it's just something I do. But then people were really shocked that I prepared everything. And I'm really good with time management when it comes in the kitchen. Anywhere else in my life, I'm not good with time management. But in the kitchen, I find that I have my superpower comes out and I can time things perfectly to know when things need to go in, when things need to come out, to be on time. And that was something that I didn't realize I was good at until I got in the kitchen. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not everybody can cook.
That's true.
So definitely a much needed and appreciated talent. Did you go to school for any culinary?
Yeah, so I go nights and weekends. I went to PGCC. I see a little all up there. PGCC has a really good culinary program, and they are very immersive. Like they want you to come out ready for industry. Even while you're there, they have different programs. They partner with MGM for one I can think of in particular. that they're always looking to hire. They're always looking for temps. They're always looking for internships. So they are really active in making sure that the students get the opportunity when they come out with their certificate or with their associate's degree.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are the classes kind of split between action and then like classroom learning, like in the kitchen?
Yeah, so you have the in class, their lecture classes, and then you have in lab classes. And the lecture classes are just talking about, fundamentals, things that you need to be aware of in the kitchen, and then serve safe stuff. I think most of you have your serve safe already, but then you go into the lab. The lab is actually where you do the actual work, like you're hands-on, you're creating the recipes yourself, you're doing plating, you're learning fundamentals, knife skills, things like that.
Okay. And what would you say is more important, the theory of cooking or like the actual practice?
To me, the theory is more important, and I'll say this because if you have the fundamentals, there's a lot you can do. One thing that I really want to do in the future is do workshops to teach people about seasonings and spices, because once you know what goes together, you can create whatever you want. There you have your warming spices, you have your aromatics, you have your cooling spices, you have just citrus spices, you have things that kind of go together. And once you figure out what those families are, you can create whatever you want. So I feel like the fundamentals are more important.
Okay, interesting. I was not expecting that.
Okay.
Okay, good answer. And so is this a profession that you would you say that you really have to be passionate about it, or is it something that you could just jump into and do just for the sake of making food or making
This is definitely a passion. You have to have a passion for this work because it's not just cooking. I'm sure you all know it's a lot of cleaning. It's a lot of cleaning, a lot of washing dishes, a lot of wiping down, a lot of prep, a lot of takedown. It's the cooking is like 20% of everything you do in the kitchen. So you have to have a passion for it. You have to have a why of why you're doing this, because it's not just the cooking. It's so much more.
Thank you. And I guess who would you say is your biggest inspiration in the kitchen?
I'd say two people, my grandmother and I don't call her grandmother. We call her Medea back home. So my Medea was somebody who I remember. That's like my first, you had your first like things you remember as a kid, smells you remember as a kid. And she would always make us biscuits and coffee. And I just remember the smell of her biscuits, even though she's been gone a long time. I remember her biscuits, and she would make them from scratch. And I could never get my biscuits to smell like hers. So that's like my ultimate life goal. And my mom's really, she does this for a living. This is also her side project. Her and my aunt have the catering company. But it's something that people come to her for. They know her brand, even though she doesn't have like a formal business. They know her brand, and they know when she prepares something that's going to be cooked with love or prepared with love, and they know it's going to be good. So I definitely get it from her. So those are two people I look up to.
Gorgeous. Is there anybody that you would like to meet professionally in the culinary world?
Absolutely. I love Carla Hall, and she's right here in the area. Like I have a dream that I'm going to run into her in a grocery store or something. But Carla Hall, I just love that, she didn't get started early. She's always had a passion for cooking, but she got started later in life. And I think it's a testament to it doesn't matter when you start, just start. And so I love her attitude towards life, and she's colorful and vibrant, and it's just somebody I aspire to be like.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Okay, So today we're going to be doing 3 recipes. I picked these recipes because it's something that's close and near to my heart. It's a Louisiana recipe, a couple of them. And then it's usually one of the ones that a lot of people don't talk about. So people think of Louisiana, they think about gumbo, they think about jambalaya. We're going to make etouffee today. Etouffee? You made etouffee before? You never made it? Oh, okay. Well, you know what I'm talking about this. So etouffee is really a French term for smothered. It just means smothered. So we're going to do a base, and it's going to consist of a roux, which is fat and flour. So we're going to do a roux base, and then we're going to mix some ingredients together. We have shrimp, and we're going to do a chicken one. So I think it's enough of us today to do a chicken etouffee and a shrimp etouffee. Are y'all good with that? Okay. So we'll do that first recipe. And then the second recipe is going to be a jalapeno cornbread. And we're going to have one group do that. I want you to put your own spin on this. I like spicy, but it can be your spice tolerance, whatever you want. We have jalapenos here. You can put the jalapeno juice in there if you want. You can top it with butter, with honey butter. You can put honey in your cornbread, or you can use sugar if you want, which I'm just going to leave it up to you to do what you and your group want to do. And then the last recipe we're going to do is another Louisiana staple, which is a beignet. It's going to be a quick beignet. The original recipe includes yeast, but we don't have time for the yeast to rise. So we're going to do a quick one. We're going to use the fryers for a quick fry. And we're going to have you flip them with the spatula so they can get the air and so they can get puffy and nice. And I want you to also put your spin on these too, because we have vanilla extract. I saw some almond extract. I want you to put your own spin on it and make it taste how you want it to taste. Because at the end of the day, I can give you a recipe, but it's really your food. It's already thought out. For a shrimp group, your shrimp is in a bowl in the cooler. I don't know. Some different extracts. Feel free to use them however you want. Play around with this recipe and make it your own. Huh? She want to do beignets? Yeah. I was looking for the rum extract. That's the best flavor. Okay, that's the best flavor. Vanilla and rum together.
Don't leave the door open.
Okay. I'm gonna give y'all about 5 to 7 minutes for your flour and your butter. Double up on your flour and your butter.
To CIA, Johnson and
For what? No. It's 2 tablespoons. So you can double up. Thank you.
My pleasure. Gotta have rice.
Absolutely.
So rice is a part of which recipe?
The etouffee. So it's like a stew. So you just put it over rice.
Okay. Do you need help?
Thank you. That should be enough.
Does it matter what kind of?
Okay. Everything okay? No time? There's no time? Is it dry? Okay.
I'm thinking of time.
That's fine.
She need help?
She said they don't have time. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
She's talking about the same thing.
Yeah, we'll have it. That's fine.
Okay. So, Chef Shahida, are there any, like for the cornbread, do you eat that with dinner, or can you have it as like a little breakfast treat?
I wouldn't have it for breakfast, but it's definitely going to be sweeter. It's going to have that spicy element to it too because of the jalapenos. So I'm going to let them decide how spicy they want it. I like my cornbread spicy, but it's up to them what they want. But then the honey helps. So
Yeah.
But you can definitely have it along with the etouffee. You can have it by itself. I like my cornbread with milk, like a cereal. So that's good too. But yeah, you can just have it however you want.
Is it like a must-have with every like dinner meal for you?
No, not at all. This is a special treat. Like this is, like I said about balance. This is basically a meal you have on the weekend, a meal you have like for family reunion, something when it's cold. It's another alternative too. So Definitely a soul food meal, like a feel good meal.
Yeah. How do you, I guess, how do you modify or do you modify your, Southern meals to be balanced and healthy for?
Absolutely. So if I want a gumbo or something like that myself, I'll take the roux out, and the roux is the fat and the flour, so I'll take that out. And if I use fat, it'll be clarified butter versus like regular butter. It'll be like ghee or something like that. I just take the flour out, and it'll be a little bit thinner, but it'll still be good. You can still have the flavors. Yep.
Would it be as filling without?
I think so. I mean, most of it is your onions, garlic, your bell pepper, your celery, and then you have your proteins, and you can put whatever you want in there. I like okra in my gumbo, so I put okra in my gumbo, and it's super filling. So, and you got smoked sausage and all kind of stuff you put in there. So.
What is, I guess, a staple ingredient in the kitchen where you come from?
Oh, definitely the Holy Trinity. So the Holy Trinity is onions, bell pepper, celery, and everything. Whether you're doing a gumbo, whether you're doing a jambalaya, whether you're doing an etouffee like we're doing today, that you can't start a meal without it. So onion, bell pepper, celery. That's
have it there, folks. All right.
Everybody good over here? Yes. Cornbread good? Okay, perfect. Let me know when y'all ready with your mise en place. When you're done with your mise en place together. We're gonna go over how to make the roux, and then somebody's gonna have to man it because you can't leave it; it will burn. So I'll talk about that in just a second. All right. Thank you. And just yell to me when y'all have your mise en place together. Just let me know. You done? Okay, go ahead and dice your onions and bell pepper. Yep. Yes, we're gonna saute those. It's hard to cut up, and we'll talk about it together. But I love that y'all have your shrimp already together. It looks good. Huh? No, you're not gonna saute these at all. You're gonna dump them in. They cook really fast. You're gonna dump them in. Once your etouffee is done, you're gonna let them. No, this is rice for everybody. Yep. You didn't want to make rice?
Oh, no, I didn't. No.
Rice is easy. I just sat in here and let it cook yourself.
It's a little. Tell us about your favorite specialty food.
My favorite specialty food would have to be red beans and rice. That's like my ultimate comfort food. It's good when it's cold. It's like savory. It's kind of like a little sweet. I usually have it with some cornbread. So it's like a feel-good meal. I love my mom makes it because it's always like, she puts her heart into it. And she says she just whips it together, but I feel like it's something extra in there. But that's my favorite meal.
What makes the red beans and rice sweet?
I don't know. I think like some people put like a little molasses. Some people put like a little brown sugar. I like a little brown sugar in mine.
Okay.
Just like to balance out the savoriness of it. Mm-hmm. But it's just so good. It's really good.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Keep stirring. Yo, where's the garlic? Okay, let's just keep stirring it. Put your garlic in. What group are you in?
Don't judge a book by its cover.
We're almost done. Our cornbread's in the oven, so stay tuned, guys.
We'll get back to you in a few minutes.
Booyah!
2, 3.
Welcome to Crossland High School!
Platforms like Functional Training Zone are important for the community?
I think they're really important because it just gives a perspective of, what's in this industry, what this industry is about, and then also merging it with, up and coming like enthusiasts, whoever wants to cook or they're interested and they don't know what's out there. It's a good way to like bring those two together, the enthusiast and the expert, or what seems like an expert. I guess I can call myself an expert. But the enthusiast and the expert, it's like a good fusion. So Functional Training Zone has really done a really good job of bringing those two worlds together to show you like, hey, these are the avenues you can take. I know a lot of people who are in culinary arts want to be a private chef. That's not my lane. But I do want to do like cooking workshops and classes to show people the fundamentals of cooking, like knife skills and learning about seasonings, learning about seasoning blends, learning about what kind of taste you want, what kind of smell you want. There's a whole entourage effect or an effect around eating. It's not just taste, it's a lot of things. And you want to be able to fuse all of those together. So I think the fundamentals are very important when it comes to like the actual dish itself. Once you produce that dish, there was so much that went into it besides just tasting,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for interviewing me. Start by saying thank y'all for being so participatory today. Y'all did an amazing job. Give yourselves a hand. I was really excited to see your skill levels and where you were. And you already on the journey. Like y'all already, like if you know this is something you want to do, just pursue it. Don't take no for an answer and persevere through. Like even if you get a no, it doesn't mean it's the end. It just means you got to pivot. So I love the way y'all work together, the way y'all were talking to each other. It was just really amazing to see. And y'all were my first like high school coaching class. I didn't feel like I coached y'all. Y'all did everything. But thank y'all for making it easy for me. So I hope y'all enjoy. Y'all created some amazing food here. Now y'all know how to make etouffee. You know how to make a roux. You made beignets. So I mean, y'all can like go to Louisiana and know what you're talking about. So I hope that y'all enjoy me, and I hope that I get to see y'all again soon. All right. I know. Okay, what do you have to say about the actual meal? Like when you tasted it, what do you think?
It made me go back home to New Orleans, when I go to a restaurant, get a fresh crawfish etouffee or something, it's shrimp, but it made me think about fresh crawfish etouffee.
Okay, do you feel like you did a good job?
We all did a good job.
Okay.
We all did that. We just did that. We just did that.
The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
You know what that means?
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not.
It gets the people going.
It's your boy JR dropping them beats.